Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Vinco Ventures, ticker symbol BBIG. After an absolutely crazy move on Friday, we're going to break down what caused this move and whether the squeeze potential is there. After that, we're going to take a look at the charts, breaking down key levels, key indicators, price action, and more, so we know how to best play this stock in the coming week. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so here we have the catalyst that sent BBIG flying on Friday's trading session. We had Will Mead, a former Wall Street analyst, tweet out about the unusual options flow on this stock, specifically how it's set up for an epic short squeeze if it does break over $5, because there are currently 316,000 calls to just 7,500 puts. That essentially means there's a lot of ammo for BBIG if it does break above certain levels, because we could see those options get exercised, which would lead to a gamma squeeze, which then means the shorts have to cover. So a short squeeze on top of that could send this stock absolutely flying if it does go back to test $5. Specifically, we're seeing this a lot with the 618 $5 strikes. If those expire in the money, I mean, there's a lot of fuel to the fire for this stock and for the squeeze. On top of that, we did see him follow up with another tweet saying that BBIG shares are hard to borrow. This makes it very hard to short this stock. So it's now very, very set up. And if taking a look at the unusual options flow on Friday morning, we can see that everybody was just buying calls, shorter term calls for BBIG stock. We saw a lot of these, 618 $5 ones, 618 $7.5 ones. And these are looking at options with big size, okay? Over 200 contracts purchased. The money is flowing into this stock. People are anticipating a big move to the upside, and that's very, very positive. And I 100% believe that that squeeze potential is there. And if we do get above certain levels, like $5 again, we could definitely see a squeeze start to form. Taking a look at the chart for BBIG on the daily, we saw that there was a big move up on Friday. And as a result, we are officially out of this longer term downtrend that we've been in since our last squeeze for the stock back in January. This is something that should be very, very optimistic for traders, because the last time we saw that squeeze, BBIG went from about 140 to $9 very quickly. So that's something that you guys want to keep in mind. This stock does have a tendency to fly. But now going into the 1 minute, we're going to take a look at some key indicators here. The first one is the VWAP. As always, this yellow line, it does represent whether we're in bullish or bearish territory heading into tomorrow's trading session. Unfortunately, we did close below after this giant move up. However, because it was such a giant move up, because there was such a volume inflow, and because there's so much momentum here, I would not read too much into it. However, other indicators to keep in mind, okay, we're going to talk about the moving averages. So right now, the 21-day EMA sits at 308, this purple line. The 50-day moving average sits at 271, and the 200-day moving average sits at 231, this orange line right here. Essentially, what we saw after BBIG made this epic move up on Friday is we are well above all these moving averages. And if we stay that way, well, then BBIG looks very, very bullish in the short term, in the intermediate term, and in the long term. So those are very, very positive indicators that definitely counterbalance the VWAP. Now taking a look at key levels heading into next week. So starting on the support side, our first support is going to be right here at $4. This is a pretty big one right here. After that, we have 360 and 330. Honestly, tomorrow's kind of a toss-up of which way it goes. It really depends. Is the volume and momentum still there? However, no matter what, it is always good to have these on your radar, because buying at support is the best way to be profitable. You minimize your risk and you maximize your upside. So always, always, always look to buy at support levels. We also have resistance at 420, right kind of where we closed, 450, 485, and $5. After $5, just like Will Mead was saying with his tweets, things could get nutty. There is room to 593, 668, and then after that, room all the way up to 837. So that's something to be extremely excited for. A big way of telling whether we're going to go test those levels is going to be looking at the volume. As we all know, volume correlates with price action very, very heavily. And a big reason why we made this move up on Friday was this right here. Okay. 125 million shares trading hands compared to look at what we were doing with before that. We were in the either we were trading right around 10 million shares a day, and we got this huge uptick. And so, if the momentum is still there, expect this to continue, and that will give us enough fuel to make that next leg up. But let me know what you think is going to happen. Okay. I'm always very interested to hear your feedback on these. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up on it. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. And aside from that, have a great rest of your weekend.